guys, welcome if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you're new. So today's video is gonna be a part 2 of my life living with narcissists. I thought I'd jot down this video into, I believe I did 5 talking points. I wrote them all down right here for you guys. So yeah, let's get right into this video, period. Okay, so how I'm gonna start this video is, I wanted to go back to where it all started, how I started experiencing how did the chapter of my life began where I was dealing with narcissists. Of course, I didn't know at the time that they were narcissistic people. So I thought I'd go back to where it all started, and that's gonna go back all the way to my childhood, this is kind of like a self-help therapy diary thing right here, and I'm just like going with you guys, and you guys can share to me exactly what you're going through, and I can try to be a listening ear, and I could try to give you guys some advice. Once again, sorry about the fan because it's hot in here, y'all. Okay, I know how it is. It be hot. It's summertime, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start with where it all started, basically. I remember my first time ever experiencing narcissistic behaviors towards me was age 4. That's the farthest I can remember when it comes to memory-wise of my childhood is age 4. When I was 4 years old, I was living with my dad and my stepmom, and things weren't so good, to be honest. It was actually it was a very hostile living environment where it was like, because of jealousy between my birth mom, at the time I didn't even know she existed, and my birth mom and my stepmom. Basically, there was a lot of hatred between them two because of my dad and everything, and it was taken out on me as a child, and that's probably why I attracted a lot of abusive men in my adult life, as I got older, dating and so on and so forth, because of all the things I've been through. But we're gonna go through this. It's like a chapter book, like a little mini diary I'm going to be doing with you guys. We're going to start with narcissists, and then later on we're going to go with what it's like to be in an abusive relationship. But that will be, I don't know if I'm going to do that this year, to be honest. I'm not ready to talk about that part of my life just yet fully in depth without tearing down. So because of that, I'm going to stick to narcissists for now. So my mom and my stepmom had a rivalry going on, and it was taken out on me, like I said, and it was like, it didn't matter what I did, she just would never like me. I was like, I'll stay out of trouble, I'll stay out of her way. It was still never enough. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing wrong. I didn't know what I was doing wrong, and it didn't stop there. She would say I did something that I didn't do that, so she can beat me up, and then my dad would come and beat me up too. And I would just sit there confused, why am I being abused for something I didn't even say? And I would tell my dad I didn't say that, and he'd be like, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. And I think that's where my fear of lying was born, because now I have this utmost fear of not lying, because I don't want to be harmed. Because if I lied, I got beat up. So now I'm at this point in my life as an adult that I don't like liars, and I don't like lying. And I don't lie. So because of that, because of my experience as a child where my stepmom would lie on my name and I would get beat up for no reason because she wanted to see me in pain, I don't like liars. That's where that stemmed from. Sometimes you gotta go back to where it all started. You don't know where it started. until you dig back deep in your heart. Where did it start? Where did it all start? So that was point one. Like, where did it all start? It started with my stepmom being mentally and physically abusive to me, and then later on, finding out I have a mom. So that's like a complete betrayal. Like, my trust issues became there too. I'll have a whole segment and a series for trust issues as well, but right now we're sticking to narcissists because that's the most recent and most effective. Like, that's like the one thing that had the most hold on me, is that, and that's where also my people pleasing stemmed from that as well. So all that was going down, and I tried to plead and plead and plead and plead to my father, like, believe me, I'm not doing anything, and it's like, no matter what I did, it wasn't. I'm a kid. He didn't want to believe it, so I'm like, oh, okay, cool beans. So then later on, I found out that I actually did have a mom, and that she didn't die during childbirth. So I ended up asking my dad, like, yo, I need to see my mom. Like, I didn't even know I had a mom. So he flew me out to Kentucky to meet my mother. At the time, she was in Kentucky. And she somehow got me back. It's a bit of a blur. She somehow got me back, and when she got me back, I thought, finally, no more abuse from my stepmom, no more mental and physical abuse. I'm free. I'm with the woman who gave birth to me. I'm gonna be able to enjoy life. And that's not what happened. You know what happened? You guys know what happened? It just went worse. It just got worse. Like, my situation, like, it wasn't like as terrible as it was with my stepmom, but I just feel like it was worse because this is like my birth mother. That lady had an excuse to why she treated me the way she treated me, but this woman is my mother, so it was like confusing to me. There's certain things I can't speak on right now because I'm not ready to speak on it, but there was certain type of like mental abuse that was happening, and some physical, that I just sometimes I didn't understand it. Like, sometimes I would just be in my room, and it was like I was a punching bag. I was always constantly a punching. I was always a punching bag to everyone in my life, and that's what I realized. Like, people will be going through something in their life, and they'll take it out on me because I'm an easy target because I can take it, but just because I can take it doesn't mean you should take it out on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, does that make sense? So then I moved into my mom's house. Things were good the first 2 months, and then all of a sudden I'm getting accused of my father sending me with potions and stuff to murder her. Like, I was like, wait, what? So, like, it was shit like that. I just didn't understand. I was like, I'm literally fucking 7 years old. What the fuck am I gonna do with potions? And it was just like constant lies being spoken on me. It was like constant things that I'm doing, things that I wasn't doing. So now I'm as I'm getting older, I'm building this fear of overthinking things, like being cautious of what I do, finding, like, just the other day, like, my boyfriend was like, I can never just say something. Like, he wasn't saying like in a mad way. He was just like, he was joking. Cause I was like, we're just chilling, like having a good time, cuddling and stuff. And I was like, you know me. And he was like, yeah, I know. I can't just ever just say something without you reading into it, trying to find something that's not even there. And I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking true. Like, I really be doing that. Like, you know, I be overthinking shit. So then after he left, I started thinking, like, why do I overthink shit? Where did it stem from? That's when I came up with the idea of Narcissist Part 2. Like, I had to figure out where did all this come from? Like, these personalities traits, these fears that I have. Why did I even attract narcissistic people into my life to begin with? How did it start? And that's where I figured out. Most of it is from my childhood. Things that I thought I spoke about with my therapist when I was 18. But clearly I didn't. I didn't go in that depth because I was afraid of something bad happening to the people that I love and care about. Protecting them, but really hurting myself in the process. That's something we do too. Like, the victims of narcissists, we are so afraid of hurting them that we will do anything to prevent that from happening, even if it means hurting ourselves, even if it means causing ourselves more damage and pain. We don't care. Like and it sounds very crazy. And it's like, bitch, what? How do you not care about yourself? How do you not care about yourself? Well, it's not like I don't care about myself. It's just like at that moment they come before me. They're more important than I am, and that's why we are targets, because we're so like empathetic that we take in energy, and we're able to hold on to other people's energy, but not knowing that it's absorbing ours and darkening our energy from our auras, from being light to darkness. And we don't realize that until we finally crash, you know? So I remember, like, literally, I swear to God, I was constantly fucking scared. I was like, anything I do could lead to me getting my ass beat. Like, anything I do could lead to me getting my ass beat. Anything, okay? Anything I did can lead to my ass getting beat. Like, I could literally just be like handing her a cup of water, and if I didn't thoroughly clean that fucking cup of water, and there was like a little piece of blackness, like a little piece of something, dirt or a piece of hair in the cup, you try to poison me. Excuse me? What? Like, that's literally was my reaction. I'll look at her like, the fuck you talking about, bro? Who's trying to poison you? Who? Like, it was shit like that was just pissing me off. Like, it's like, yo, chill the fuck out, bro. Chill the fuck out. Like, this doesn't. What the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck? You know? And it was just like, no matter what I did, I couldn't be trusted. So then I started not being able to trust myself, because she made me doubt myself, you know? So like, and it's just, to me, it's just like, what did I do? I was like, God, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this type of treatment? I never understood, you know, I never understood it. But it's like, I later on, after going to her therapy sessions, I found out why she was acting the way she was to us. Which doesn't excuse her behavior, but I understand now, which is why I'm working on myself and my childhood traumas, my pains, so that when I do have a child one day, I'm not repeating the trauma on my kid. I rebuke that energy. Oh, what? So like, and then after I was living with my mom, it was constant fear 24/7. The anxiety just kept building up, and I feel like I should have gone on anxiety pills literally by age 10. Literally by age 10, that's when I started having anxiety. Like, and then like, she would always try to push me to befriend females, because she would always be like, why are you not friends with any females? Why are you always friends with guys? Are you lesbian? I'm looking at her like, I am, but I never said it, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I am. I'm not a lesbian. I'm bisexual. But for me, like, it was hard, because it's an African household, and literally every chance people get, they come to my house asking for my hand in marriage. Like, the community will come to my house asking for my hand in marriage, because I'm just a good kid. I cook, I clean, I'm respectful to the elders, which I still am to this day, but like, now I don't let them cross me. But like, you know, I had such good words in the community about me, and there was always somebody coming to ask for my hand in marriage. So she was getting frustrated because I was always turning people down, and I only had guy friends. So she was just like frustrated with me, you know? And it was like constant expectation of being perfect. It's like perfect image, you know? It's all about image. And it was like, I just felt like a prisoner, honestly. I couldn't be myself. I was always on the lookout for possible triggers for her to, I don't know. And sometimes it could be the littlest things. Like, I could literally just be like sitting there reading a book, and she'll snatch my book from me. Like, I could be like this in the corner, like in the fucking corner, minding my business, not bothering nobody. The house is clean, dinner is cooked, everything, my room is clean, everything is ready, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the corner reading a book. You're reading about sex. I'm taking this book. Literally closes my book and takes it to the neighbors so they can read to her what the book is about. it was like she was always constantly trying to find fights with me, and I'm just like, bro, leave me alone, bro. Like, I'm not bothering you. I cooked, I cleaned, I put the little kids to sleep. I did my homework. I did my room. I just want to be in my corner or in my room reading my book. Like, leave me the fuck alone, bro. Leave me the fuck alone. And it's like, I could never get any peace. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I didn't understand why at the time. You know, and I get it. Like, you're a single mom, you're going through things. But why do I have to get punished for what you made, for the mistakes you made? You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't speak up for yourself, you know? You got into a shitty situation. I mean, I would have never existed if you spoke up for yourself. But you didn't advocate for yourself. And it was like, and I remember being in therapy with her, and I was talking to her about that and how it's not fair how she took it out on us and stuff. And she, you know, this will lead me to my next talking point. So my next talking point is how I coped with such abuse. Like, how did I cope? Like, what did I do? To be honest, I ran away mentally. Call like the wind. I ran away mentally. The way I coped both times when I was with my stepmom and my dad, I just, you know, went outside and I stared at the trees. That's why I love nature so much, because that's like one of the things I did as a kid is just sit outside and stare at the trees. Like, it was just me and the trees in my mind. And I just thought to myself, like, it's gonna be done. This is not forever, it's temporary. I've always told myself that, even as a little kid, like, it's not forever, it's temporary, you know? So, like, I was always a loner as a kid, and coping with that type of abuse made me not trust anybody and made me not comfortable with being around anyone. So I stayed to myself. That's really what I did. I read a lot of books, and my teacher would always give me noodle packages, like the dry noodle packages, and I would crunch them up, put the seasoning in, shake it, and eat it like that, because my stepmom would starve me as a kid. And I wouldn't do that to a child. If I got with a man and he has a whole kid, I wouldn't abuse their child when he's out of town. I just wouldn't. You know, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I treat kids like they're my own kid. But for her, because I wasn't her biological child, she mistreated me, and that's why I could never co-parent with a nigga. Like, I just leave my child to me, and you can live with your best life. Like, I swear to God, like, you not about to bring a no stepmom in my child's life, or I'm not even bringing a stepdad in my child's life. Like, my child and I are just gonna be my child and I. And then when my child moves out of my house, then I will, you know, start dating. That's just personally my preference, because of what I went through with my stepmom and my stepdads, because I've had both, by the way. Stepdads try to molest me. Stepmom physically and mentally abused me. So I don't have no good experience with that shit. I'm not co-parenting with no fucking buddy. That ass, like, we either gonna make this shit work, or you gonna go by your way, and when the child's old enough, they'll come see you. That's it. I mean,
oh my gosh!
That's just me, though. But then again, you gotta choose wisely when it comes to having kids with someone. Like, be careful who you choose as your baby daddy, because you never know. You know, so you never know what kind of person they are gonna be. But that's what I did with my stepmom. And then with my mother, I read a lot. I stayed after school for programs like Thrive Club, dance club, book club, Bible study, you name it. Like, I was out there, you know. I did things that kept me out of the house. I would be out of the house from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I was there from 6 to 3, to 9. And at 9, I went to my room and I said I was going to sleep. That is how I was able to cope with living with my mother and my stepmom. Like I said, this chapter, part 2, is about my childhood. And then after in my childhood, it was mostly just with my mom. Like, I lived most of my childhood with my mom, because with my dad, I lived with him from age 1 to 7, so 6 years, and then my mom 11 years. So I literally moved out of my mama's house a month after I turned 18. So I took my ass to a shelter, Brody. Yeah, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys that story time if y'all want it. But yeah, it's not a long story time. But yeah, if y'all want to hear it, comment down below, and I will definitely get that shit rolling for y'all, for reals. Back to what I was saying. But yeah, that's literally how I coped with them. I'm like just staying out of the house, man. Like staying to myself, doing things like even though I was doing what I needed to do in the house, it was still an issue. I got a job at McDonald's, and I would give her basically my whole check, other than my phone bill. Like again, like even when I was from age 14 to 18, I literally gave my mom my whole check, and she never appreciated it. But she thought she could get the same type of response with my other siblings, but that's not what she got. They put her in her place, period. But me, I was really nice. I was very generous, and even though I was nice, I was still mistreated and abused. I mean, I had hot water thrown on me and everything. I was beaten up the fuck up. I was bit by, my breast was bit and everything. Cops called on my ass, and they asked me if I want to press charges. I said no. Just gave me out of this house, and that's when they gave me the card for the youth center, youth emergency shelter. So thankfully they have that in Nebraska, but here they have nothing, bro. They have nothing here in Syracuse for youth that want to meet their broken homes. So that makes me very sad, because some environments are not safe for certain kids, and I just wish there was like more help, a program here in Syracuse that can help kids move out of their homes. Sometimes kids are retaliating because they're being abused mentally. Sometimes it's not physical abuse. You can't see mental abuse, babes. You just can't. And one day when I'm rich, I'm definitely going to make a lot of programs like that. I swear to God. Hell yeah. Because they helped me. So, but there was just a lot of shit going down at my mama's house that I'm not even gonna go too in depth in it, but that's just the highlights of the situation, just to give you guys a feel of how things were going down. Like I didn't have to do anything, and narcissistic people do that to you. They strip you from all power. Like she didn't let me drive my own fucking car, bro, that I was paying money for it, by the way. So like strip you from all power, basically like just make you so powerless that you depend on them, and then they break you down. And then they reward you with some gifts, thinking that's gonna fix everything, like McDonald's or new shoes, new clothes, and then they break you down again, and it's like constant. And I, as a child, I never understood what the fuck I did wrong. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know where her mind was at with that shit. Okay, where is my relationship with such abusers now? It's the third question. Where is my relationship now with such abusers? With my stepmom, I haven't spoken to that woman since 2012. And I didn't really even speak to her ass. I just said hello. That's about it. And that's because we were forced to go see them. Not because I wanted to see her ass. But it's been 12 years since I last physically seen that woman's face. Last time I spoke to her was 2007. So I don't got no relationship with that lady. I don't really give a fuck if she's alive or dead, to be honest. If she's alive, I hope she's doing well. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest. I'm just being truthfully honest. I really don't care about her ass. Like, she could be dead, alive. I don't give a fuck. But if she's alive, I hope she's doing well. As for my dad, I told him how it is. Like, me and him literally had a conversation over the phone last year, and I just told him, like, he's like, you haven't spoken to me in 2 years. I'm getting sick. Man, you in and out of them hospitals, okay? Like, I'm not gonna be hyperfibrillating 24/7 about your health, my nigga. Like, that's not gonna help me live life. I'm already depressed as it is on my own. I already wanna, like, I have seasonal depression, bro. Like, I'm not diagnosed, but I self-diagnose. Like, it just be random fucking depression stage where I want to kill myself. You think I'm worried about your ass right now? I gotta fix my mental health. I mean, I'm praying for you, but I just told him I got sick. Did I contact you saying, why didn't you call me? And I've been sick. Did I say that to you? No. People get sick. You get better. That's it. The thing the most people, your loved ones can do for you is pray for you from a distance. As long as they're praying for you, God, if you got loads of people praying for you, God gonna answer your prayers. You feel me? Like, that's how it is. So with my stepmom and my dad. As for my stepdads, I don't talk to them niggas. The only time I spoke to one of my stepdads was because there was like this whole court thing going down with my mom and them, and that's because my mom didn't have a phone that time, but now she has her own phone, so I don't have to talk to him no more. So yeah. As for my mother, I put her in therapy. We put her in therapy. By we, I mean me and her caseworker. We put her in therapy. I know it's very rare for a Bantu mom to be in therapy. My mama got into therapy. She's been doing therapy for 2 years now. Boy, has that worked for her. Her literally going, yeah, my hair is just looking so cute. But her literally going to therapy has made our relationship so much better. Me and her's relationship. I don't know about my sisters, but for me and her, our relationship, it's gotten so much better than it used to be because I spoke what I needed to speak to her face. There was moments where she cried about certain things that she did to me, that I told her she did to me, that hurt my feelings. But, you know, we spoke to each other. I forgave her for what she did, and she forgave me for some things I've done in the past, like moving away without any explanation is what she said. I don't know. Personally, I feel like it was self-explanatory. Like, you abused me, my nigga. Like, you physically and mentally abused me. What'd you think was gonna happen? I was gonna stay for that shit? What? So, yeah. That's where my relationship status is. My mom and I, we good. I honestly, I'm very happy with my relationship with my mom right now. Like, that's the only person that I got a good relationship with that from the 3 people I told, because that's like the most, like for my childhood, they're the 3 that caused me the most harm from my childhood standpoint. And then let's move on to reason number 4. I'm over here just dilly-dallying. Number 4 says, what was their reaction? What was their reaction when I confronted them? My dad's reaction was he cried. He literally cried. He said, I had no idea you had this much hurt in your heart for me. I'm so sorry. You will always be my baby, like my princess. I'm so sorry. So I got the apology I needed from my dad. We good. Me and him, we're good. I just don't feel like talking to him too much. I don't have time for him. I really don't. All he's gonna ask about is marriage and siblings. Like, you want to talk to your kids, call them. Why I gotta talk for them? I don't care to talk for them. They grown. Everyone is grown. The youngest one of his kids on my mama's side is 18 now. I don't need to talk for nobody. You want their number? I can't give you their number, but you can contact me, and if they're near me, I will give you their number. I will give my phone to them so that they can give you their number. Cause I'm not being the middle person for nobody no more. Cause I was literally the middle person for my mom and dad when I started living with my mom. I was the middle person cause they were always fighting. And then when it comes to my siblings, I was the middle person for both parents. It just pissed me the fuck off. Like, I don't want to be the middle person for anybody no more. Like, I just can't do it no more. But my dad was very understanding and apologetic. As for my mom, understanding, apologetic, and she was just shocked. Like, she didn't think she was that bad. He didn't think he was that bad. Like, they genuinely were confused on what the fuck I was talking about. Like, they didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Like, they were like, what do you mean? Like, you hurt me. That's what I mean. You hurt me. You caused me pain, bro. Like, you fucked me up mentally. I am mentally fucked because of you guys. And they just didn't want to understand. They were just sitting there looking at me like what? Bro, you hurt me bad. You know? And I know my mom watches my YouTube videos. No hard feelings, Mom. I love you. But, you know, we gotta speak the truth. The last point, talking point number 5 is, do I feel better now that I no longer am in that situation? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I do feel better. I feel so much better, you guys. You guys don't understand how good I feel. Like, to know that I don't have to be careful to go in my damn fridge without someone watching my every move. Like I'm some fucking murderous person. Like I just got murderous tendencies. Like dead ass. Like that's how I felt. I literally started believing that I was a criminal in the making. Like I started feeling like I was a criminal in the making. Like I was capable of such, that I was capable of such harm towards people. Like I started believing that. Like I started believing everything she was accusing me of my stepmom, saying, why don't you just die already? Like I'm fucking 5 years old. You're telling me to die? Bro, are you okay? Are you fucking okay? Like, people think kids don't remember past 6 years old, but nah, I remember since at least by age 4. I remember, bro. I remember how life was like for me in Africa, what I slept on. I have flashback memories of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember. I know how you treated me. I know how my stepmom tried to poison me so I could die. I don't know what else to say, but like that's what happened to me. I was a little ass kid. I didn't deserve that abuse from either one of my parents or my stepmom. Like I didn't deserve that. I was a kid. I was a baby, a baby at that. So I'm very happy I'm not in that situation no more, especially with those people. Like those 2 people, there's more people I gotta talk about in my next chapters, but I just thought I'd start off very light from the beginning. Like I remember my mom's therapist was like, where do you guys want to start from? Like where does she want to start talking about for her therapy? I said I want to start from the beginning, but let me ask her what she wants. So I went to my mom, I spoke to her in my language. I said, he wants to know, where do you want to start talking about it? And I told her, I feel like you should start from the beginning, since you were a little kid, the trauma you went through with your mom passing away and stuff. And she did. It was the most saddest, most painful therapy session that me and her ever sat in. Because I'm literally translating. Like yo, sometimes listen, if you love your mother or your father and you guys are foreigners, you better sit your ass in that hour-long therapy session and translate for your parent. Because listen, it might be draining the thought of sitting there for an hour, literally going back and forth with the therapist and your parent translating. But listen, I did that for 2 years, bruh. 2 years. And look at the beauty of that. You know what I'm saying? Like she still got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's all the way good, you feel me? Like there's still some little missing screws that need to get taken care of. But she's better than what she was before. So for me, a win is a win, you feel me? A win is a win. Okay? Let's say that again. A win is a win. Okay, period. So, I feel like if I still lived with my stepmom, I would have gotten. If I still lived with her till this day, the way she was treating me, I would have unalived that woman so fast. I would have. But thankfully, God removed me from that such demonic energy, and I'm happy I'm not there anymore. As for my mom, I left when I did because I know myself. I'm a hothead. Well, I used to be. I'm better now, but I'm a hothead. Now it takes a lot for me to blow up. But before, the old me, the smallest things blew me up. The smallest things. And the crazy thing about me is when I'm mad, you will see tears coming down my eyes, but I'll fuck you up. You see them tears, just know I'm ready in crazy mode. I'm already in crazy mode. I'm already thinking the craziest things. I've already thought about 10 to 30 different ways I can murder your ass. Like, no jokes. Like, I'm dead serious. And you know what they say? They say 95% of serial killers in jail cells are what? Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, I think in Libras or Leos. I'm a Pisces. Run it up. Pew pew. Stop playing with me, bruh. Stop playing with me. Like, I'm crazy. I'm really crazy. Like, but I keep that crazy version of myself locked away, imprisoned, because she doesn't need to come out. She needs to be locked the fuck away. So I keep her locked up. But I digress. All I'm saying is, motherfuckers better not try me, bro. Just don't try me. Like, I don't like fighting. I don't like arguments. I'm getting used to liking confrontation, because some people need to be put in their places. But I don't like fighting. I don't like arguments. I don't like anything negative. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like negative energy. I just want to smile and be happy and laugh and crack jokes and watch movies and go out in nature, go on hikes, travel, meet new people. Like, I just want to be jolly Christmas nature. You feel me? Like, I don't want none of that negativity shit. Feel me? So, you know, not being in that environment did really help me. I mean, my best feeling I feel like I ever had living in a home was when I first moved into my apartment when I was 18. That first 3 months was bomb diggity, period. And then when my ex went to jail in 2019, and I was in my Tudor Heights apartment in West Omaha for those like 3 months that he was in, 6 months he was in jail, I was happy. And then when my ex went to jail, my second ex went to jail for both reasons, but they went to jail was putting hands on me. My second ex, when he went to jail and he was no longer living with me anymore, I was the happiest. Like, I just feel like I'm just the happiest when I live alone, because of, like, I don't know, I just feel like I like my peace too much. And like, I used to be scared of the thought of living alone before I moved into my apartment when I was 18. Like, when my first few weeks of living in my apartment when I was 18, because my whole life I lived with somebody. Like, I lived with my mom or my dad, you know what I'm saying, my whole life, or at the shelter with a bunch of other people. So I never lived alone, and it was so uncomfortable because it's like I would hear noises and I'd be like, what's that? Like, I would literally be so fucking scared for no fucking reason. But like, after the 2 weeks passed, I felt so comfortable and fine. And just like to know, like, if I do hear a noise, then someone's breaking into my house. Like, that feeling, you know what I'm saying? But when you have someone else living with you, you hear a noise, you know someone's breaking into your house, because you're like, your first thought is gonna be, oh, it's probably my roommate, oh, it's probably my boyfriend. You know, you're gonna think that. You're not gonna think anything else, but the whole time it could be a fucking burglar coming and trying to murder your ass. So, but yeah, I just want to be happy and smiling. But those are just some pointers of my life, just like a little diary. I'm just doing a digital diary for myself personally. If this helps you guys, take some talking points. If you have any questions, let me know. I would be more than happy to discuss these things that I can give you pointers to leaving a toxic environment. I can try to find resources or ways for you to get help, and you know, send you links on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram right over here, guys, so you guys can text me on Instagram anytime. If I see it, I will respond to it. I'm always checking out my message requests, so just reach out to me and I got you, boo, because you know what, this world is tough and we gotta stick together. We have to stick together, okay? I want you guys to go ahead and turn on that post notification bell, because you know you want to see more of my goofiness, because I want to see more of what you, period. I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and be part of my beautiful babies. Bye. I shine so bright, you might go blind.